Hey everybody, today we're here with Lisa. She's a spiritualist and she brought some of her toys to show us that we're going to be using tonight on our investigation. Take it away.
Awesome. So I do things a little bit differently. Obviously, when I'm investigating, I usually am with a crew that has a lot of technology and cool techie toys and items. But I bring a little something different to the table. So here are some of the things that I like to incorporate when I'm investigating, or really anytime I am trying to communicate spirit. So whether it's an investigation or whether it's with a client, a friend, what have you. One of my favorite items is right here, and this is called a seer board. And actually Rebecca Genesis has made this for me, and she makes them for many people. But it's just kind of like a pendulum board. You use it with a pendulum, and as you can see, you can ask yes or no questions. You can even ask questions about numbers, and you can have spirit spell out items as well, using their energy to move the pendulum into the places to answer the questions that you're asking. So it's a very cool tool. It's very light, easy to take anywhere, not bulky like some of the Ouija boards or the larger pendulum boards tend to be. So when you are on the road or you're doing an on location investigation, super easy to bring with you and utilize. I use a lot of crystals. Anybody who knows me knows that I work with crystals. I work with crystals for chakras, for balancing, for energy, for healing, and they help tremendously on an investigation because spirit can use the energy from the crystals to actually help communicate. So if you have a recorder that you're using and you actually put like a piece of clear quartz next to it, it's going to work like a booster, and it's going to give spirit that opportunity to utilize the energy from the crystal to help communicate and hopefully get some valid, great responses to questions that we're asking when we are investigating. There's a couple of other different crystals for different usage. This is an angel aura, and so again, it's just an energy booster. If you're working with guardian angel spirits, that's really going to help pull that in. I always like to bring selenite. This is not only a very calming crystal if you need to kind of take a break and ground yourself. This is very good for that, but it also can recharge your other crystals. So if you've been utilizing your clear quartz a lot, you can just set them literally on a selenite wand, and that's going to naturally charge and cleanse those crystals. That's a very cool thing about selenite that a lot of people don't know. Most important thing too is that it works just like rock salt. Don't ever get this wet because it's just going to disintegrate. And over here we've got Moonstone. This is great for communication as well. It's just a booster. All of these work very well with spirit communication. Kyanite is great really for your own personal self. If you are using yourself as a tool for investigating, if you're using your intuition, your gut feeling on an investigation, kyanite's going to help you with that. It works with your third eye, so it really works with opening up your intuition, your gifts, your ability to use yourself for communication. Another fun thing that I like to always utilize is my angel oracle cards. They work a lot like tarot, except they're not tarot. They are oracle cards. But you can use these for yourself if you're giving yourself a reading. You can use them on others if you're giving them a reading. But you can also, if you've made a good contact with spirit and you've got a rapport going with that spirit, a bond, you've got a connection, you can think of them, ask questions, and pull cards and ultimately get some insight on what that spirit is trying to communicate with you as well, just like you would a living person in front of you that you would be doing a reading on. And one of my favorite things right here, these are my light up dowsing rods, and we're going to use these tonight in the dark so you'll actually get to see the full effect on them. Many people use dowsing rods in investigations, and many people, some people believe in them, some people don't. I do. You can ask yes or no questions. You can say, is there spirit here with me right now? If so, please cross the rods. Thank you. Please open them. You can even ask numbers and letters to get kind of the same response, having them cross if you're asking them to spell out their name, how old they are, what have you. Not unlike what you would use the pendulum board for as well. So those are a few items that I use when I'm investigating and when I'm working, and you'll get to see them in action tonight.
Cut.